Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I wanted to recreate the look that Iluvsarahii'S just uploaded yesterday. I will show you it right here, and just in case you haven't seen it, she uploaded this gorgeous video right here, and I don't have any of the products that she used, but I have very similar stuff, and I think it actually turned out pretty on point. So if you want to know how I recreated Karen's look from her video, please keep watching. Okay guys, so there's going to be a little bit of like some background noise going on right now just because I'm doing stuff, but it won't be throughout the whole video, trust me. I wanted to do this now because I like to do both of my eyes at the same time, so that way I don't have to worry about my brushes getting all mixed up and whatnot. So I'm going to pick up a BH Cosmetics brush. I don't have a number or anything on this. It's kind of dome shaped, it's fluffy, but it's also densely packed. So this looks kind of similar to the brush that Karen was using. And in the Retro Love palette right here from Bad Habit, I'm going to pick up the color Flower Power right here. She said she was using a color that was in between kind of like a tangerine and a nude, or like a brown, I believe she said. So I figured this color would be perfect, and she started on the very outer edge here. So I'm going to swirl this color kind of out here and focus a lot of it there. And she said that she spent a lot of time building this color up, and what she didn't do is fluff it out with a bigger fluffy brush as she was going, which is something that I normally do. So I think this side's already done, but it still looks really good. So that was pretty interesting, and a good little tip for me to try out, which is why I love following other people's videos. Sometimes you get to learn something you might not have tried before. So like I said, I'm just going to start really building this up, taking my time working in little tiny circular motions, and also starting to come in and bring it up, because this is supposed to be that transition color that's nice and high, but it's okay if it gets on the lid. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so next she goes in with a very vibrant orange. So I figured I would use from the Morphe 350 palette this orange right here. It's not quite as bright as the orange that she used, but it is still a very good bam and pop of that orange. And I'm picking up another BH Cosmetics brush that looks very similar to the one that she was using. And I'm going to focus this color basically right below the first color and really start to build it up so it's nice and orange. And again, just take my time. And something also that I noticed that she was doing was kind of flipping the brush and really fluffing it into that first shade, because she's not afraid to really mix everything together to make it look nice and gorgeously blended. So I'm also doing that. Okay, so the next shade that she used is this really dark brown. I pulled up the palette online here so you can see. It's going to be this one right here. It looks black, I know, but it is just like a super dark, very gorgeous, like coffee brown. So I think the name Cafecito is super duper cute, and she focused that on the outer corner. I decided to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. This brown right over here seemed pretty similar to me. It's not as warm as the shade that Karen used, but it's nice and deep and bold, and it's going to give me the same kind of oomph, I believe. And I actually already did this eye, and I switched out my brush. It seemed like she went back to the first brush that she used for the first color, which I used this BH Cosmetics one, and it just was not giving me the kind of pump and pop that I needed. So I switched to a Morphe M332, and I'm going to be using this and that super dark brown from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And she said that she kept this only out here on the outer edge and didn't really bring it in very much because it's such a dark color. She did not want to take away from these gorgeous oranges and stuff, so I'm just gonna go in really light-handed and working with very little product at a time and focusing this on the outer edge. Sometimes it's easier to work like this, just like you can get really, really close. So I've got my mirror pushed back a little bit so it's not in the shot, and I think it's just gonna be easier for me to work nice and up close. Okay, so next what she did was put down a little bit more of the eyeshadow base that she was using. I don't have the P. Louise base, so what I actually use is the Ruby Kisses eyeshadow primer. This stuff is so amazing, and I'm going to use that on this little brush right here. This is a no-name brush. My husband got me a little set on Amazon, and I'm going to use that to put down this on the inner corner here. And she did not do a cut crease, so she said that she wasn't too particular about where she placed this, but I'm definitely going to make sure that I keep in the lines and everything, you know, so. And then something else that I always do is go back over it with my finger, just so that way if anything wasn't pressed down smoothly, I can smooth it out right now. And then the next color that she used was, I think I have like the best dupe for it. So it's this one, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. But it's this shade right here, and she said it's got really gorgeous yellow green flecks in it, and so does this one right here called Icon in the Retro Love palette. This is a really great dupe for the ABH Subculture palette, so if you have that one, you can also, you know, use that. But I think that this green yellow is like exactly what she used. So I'm gonna first use a brush that I like to use. This is just kind of like a packer concealer brush, but I really like to use it anytime that I'm doing glitter shades or like loose pigments or whatever, because I can get a lot of color payoff, but I'll always end up going right back over with my finger, because especially with the Bad Habit palettes, the finger's gonna be the way to go. Go back into that first color, Flower Power, just so I can clean this back up, which I'm sure she did off camera. There we go. There we go, this is what we're looking like. Okay guys, so this is how I'm looking right now. It's definitely not quite the same, but it's looking pretty similar, I've got to say. And actually what she does next is finish up like the entire rest of her eyes with eyeliner, inner corner highlight, mascara, lashes, all of that. I like to do all of that stuff last. That is just how I roll. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off camera, and then we'll come back on and I will do my liner, my inner corner highlight, and the lower lash line all on camera for you, and then this look will be done. Okay guys, so face is on. What we're going to do now is finish up the eyes. So I don't like using gel eyeliners. I have a couple of them and I just don't prefer them. So I'm going to go in with my NYX. This is the matte liquid liner. And I do have a full video on like how to do liquid liner. I'll link down below for you. So I'm just going to throw this on. And eyeliner is on. I did want to mention how I finished up the rest of my face. So in her video, she did use the ColourPop No Filter Foundation, Concealer, and Powder. I've got all three of those coming in any day now, so I will be doing a full review and all that kind of stuff. But for me, she said that the No Filter Foundation was luminous, it was matte, and it was long lasting. So I went ahead and used the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. This is a very comfortable wear, which is one of the things that she said the No Filter foundation is. So I went in with this. For concealer, I went in with my absolute favorite, the Maybelline Age Rewind in the color Neutralizer, and I set all of that my normal way. Again, I will link my full face down below for you if you want to know how I get my foundation on and everything. Okay, so for inner corner highlight, the color that she used is very, very pink and shimmery, and it's the color La Costa right here. So I'm going to go ahead and use from the Morphe palette this shade right here. In person, it's definitely pretty similar looking to the La Costa shade. It's definitely got some pinks and some browns and some shimmer and some shine in there. So I'm going to use this little BH Cosmetics brush. This one is my favorite, and I'm going to use that to pop right on in here. It might not look quite the same on me, especially because I don't have her dark skin tone. So this might be a little bit too dark as an inner corner highlight, but it is very, very similar to what she used. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go in with lips. I don't have any of the products that she used, but she went down first with what looks like a pencil, and it was actually the Buxom Plump Line in the shade Incognito. I right here have the L'Oreal Le Matte lip color thing. I don't know what color this is. I don't know. It's very nudie. It's a little bit pinky, and what she did was put this all over her lids, all over her lips. Okay, now that that's on, she went in with the MAC Spice lip pencil. I have the Milani Spice lip pencil, and I'm going to use that. She basically wanted to overdraw her lips and kind of contour them in the way that'll make them look a little bit bigger. So I'm going to try and do that as well. And then she went ahead and topped that off with a gloss. I'm going to use this one from Maybelline. Okay, I need to fix my lips up in just a moment. For the underline color, okay, I don't have anything like this. This is a very shimmery, deep, like blue-green, and I don't have anything like that. I have this color right here, Ecstasy. This is from the Bad Habit Aura palette. It is very, very, very green. And then also from the BH Cosmetics 28 Foil Colors, I have a very, very, very blue. So I'm gonna kind of mix them and hope that I can create something kind of similar. And I'm gonna do that using a Sigma Flat Definer brush. Her under eye was very intense and very big. I'm gonna see if I can do something kind of similar to that. If not, it'll be a little bit smaller. Okay, and you're gonna notice when I do this, I work in patting motions. I don't start swiping it around yet, especially when I'm trying to build the color up, because it will end up getting in my eyes and it irritates the crap out of me, so I want to just work really slowly. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add in the green. Nice. It's not, you know, the same, but it's pretty. Okay guys, so this is what we're looking at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off camera, finish up the rest of my eyes. I need to put on mascara and kind of fix my lips because they're not looking quite that good right now. I might fix my hair, and when I come back, I'm gonna be Karen. Alright guys, so this is the look fully done. I've got to say, even though I did not have the products that she used, I think that it came out so freaking similar and really, really gorgeous. So obviously the lower lash line isn't quite as blue, it's way deeper, and I did actually throw in a teal Sephora on my waterline right here just to make sure there wasn't that white gap. If you liked this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel before you leave if you haven't already, and definitely let me know what other looks you'd like to see from me. If there's a specific recreation you want me to do, definitely let me know. I will get right on that for you, and until next time, have a great day. Bye!